What have you learned?
Do not be lulled into a false sense of victory, QuiLliXs. Zalatath yet lives. So long as she schemes in the shadows, the safety we've secured here is fleeting, just as it was in Dalaran. While Anjuin and the Earth intend to are wounded, I will protect them the way I know best. Alleria clenches her fist. By slaughtering all who threaten us.
Valeria, I heard you helped corner Xerix at the meadery. Thank you.
The Nerubians took so much from us. I will not let them do the same to the Earthen.
They've been good allies, and gracious hosts.
A welcome surprise, given that they've been living in isolation for thousands of years.
That may not entirely be the case. I asked about why they keep calling me Arathi, and apparently an Arathi armada arrived on Kazalgar a number of years ago. They're said to have formed a settlement in the caverns beneath the island. It sounds impossible, but if it's true, I want to see it for myself. They could prove to be allies in our fight against Zalatath.
No. We've secured a measure of safety here. Don't abandon it to chase shadows in the dark.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I'm doing what I must. Hunting down every last Nerubian. Following their trail back to Zalatath. And claiming vengeance for our dead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Remain in Dornagal, Anduin. Leave the shadows to me.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
Onward and downward it is, then. We'd best follow after Speaker Brinth and see what state the Nerubians have left her home in. Magni, Dagran, and I will accompany you down in due time. Would you mind roving ahead and making sure there's a warm welcome awaiting us?
You may take your leave.
Work cycle interrupted.
The Council can bicker all they want. The true heroes are those that go out and make the world a safer place. Thank you, hero.
The Titans will return. Be ready.
I attend to the archive.
I cannot describe what this place feels like to me. It is oppressive. I cannot think. The urge to turn back is strong.
May the deeps continue to ring.
Long ago, there were once plans to build a tunnel through the mountain into Dornogal. Before excavation could begin, the surrounding area was suddenly abandoned. There is no record of what happened. Only a Deterrence the field that keeps Earthen away from this region. Every part of my cognitive matrix is pressing for me to leave. But we must persist. The device's signal indicates something lies within the nearby tower.
I will ensure your name is in the archive.
So much to discuss.
I'm not sure what's afflicting Brinth, but it's clear she's in pain. I offered to escort her back to the city but she refused. I will stay with her and make sure she does not take a turn for the worse and try and figure this device out more too.
Oh, are you headed out?
Forget what ye found in the tower, did ye see that? Those looked like Titan Watchers. But, what does it all mean? And who were they?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Dornick. Galen. I've heard those names at the proscenium. But who was speaking? They were nae happy with Galen. All those earthen bodies. Repurposed, like reprogrammed. To protect what? Let's chase the other signal. Looks like it leads up ahead into the hills. I'm going to stay here with Brinth and investigate this tower further. You take the device.
Make sure to take notes. Oh, I was just thinking.
You saw another memory? And it attacked yet? That's all I mean. I'm so glad ye are okay. While ye were tracing the signal, I found more notes. I put 'em together for ye to read. It's more about Dornick and Galen. But it looks like we know where Galen ended up, at least without 'em buried under tons o' rock. But what was she guarding? What was so important that she was repurposed to safeguard it for thousands of years? Arg. We have more questions than answers. I dunno like it.
needs some time to think.
Follow all edicts.
This tree is a marvel. It was a bit peaky, but as soon as that crab appeared, some color came back to its leaves. Very strange. If I had more of those crabs, maybe I could cheer it up.
May
Seem-
Freya guide you.
Well, Smoke the Hive, you found it. I still can't believe the courier just lost my package. We've been waiting on this to help with Shalehoof's leg. Mixed with fire honey, this stuff should patch him up quickly.
Speak freely. No
GOLIATHUS.
directive needed.
Magnificent, aren't they? One of the finest elemental beasts on the Isle. The bad news is they're not immune to injury. Poor Shalehoof here was attacked by awakened elementals in Farnese Pond. The good news is that we have all we need to tend to him. We just have to mix that clay you found with some fire honey and slap it up on old Shalehoof's hawk. Ready?
May all paths be open to you. What path brought you here?
Well, aren't you just a natural with the elements? Ever thought about making a career out of it? Say, since you're not afraid of getting messy, why don't you help us with Farney's problem?
Follow no directives, but your own.
Before we go and wake up a slumbering mountain giant, it's probably best we get an idea for how deeply asleep he is. Though, if the Nerubians burrowing up didn't wake him up, I'm not sure what will. Take these earth shards and plant them on the waterfalls and hills around the lake. Once we've got them set up, I'll be able to get a reading on the giant's health.
Let's commit our meeting to memory. Tell me what drives you.
Once you place the tremor stones, I'll be able to read the signals they send through the earth. They should allow me to get a feel for what condition that fella is in before we go waking it up. And by we, I of course mean you.
Our lives are our own. Our forged paths intertwine.
The mountain giant's got a weak heartbeat. Poor lad's likely been disturbed from a deep slumber with all of these elementals breaking off from the falls. Fortunately, the pair of us are experts in healing elemental and elemental adjacent life forms, aren't we? If the salve can work on earthen and rock rams, it can work on mountain giants.
Journey far. And
Remember
sail.
when we used that clay and the fire honey to patch up Shale Hoof? Let's do that again but bigger. Problem is we've run out of clay. But fortunately, with all the recent seismic activity, a whole avalanche of elementals has been roused out of torpor and are clashing on the eastern beach. Bring me wet, elementally charged silt to use as our restorative substrate.
Returning to task. Goodbye.
If Harmut wants to patch this sleeping boulder up and get him out of my pond, I'm all for it. Unfortunately, we used the last of my store of fire honey on Shale Hoof's wound. I haven't had time to harvest any from the cinder wold with all these elementals running amok. Head on down to the wald's edge and bring us some honey. You're going to need a lot. Mind yourself in my forest. Cinder bees are dangerous, but we rely on them for the honey they produce for our mead. You found this off of what? A living honey. Farnee stops her sentence before lowering her voice. Let's keep all mention of living fire honey between us. Harmit might get distracted and run off into danger if we tell him.
Welcome, Outlander.
By combining living sand and water, we can create an elemental silt that mimics the underclay's healing properties. Or at least something that comes close to it. Isn't elemental fusion fascinating?
May your choices return.
Can you feel the energy in the silt between your fingers, QuiLliXs? The charge that hums through it? Isn't it exhilarating? Doesn't it make you feel one with the earth and the mountains? Harmit squeezes the silt in his thick stony fingers.
May all paths be open to you.
By the Corway, this stuff packs a punch. Combining healing silt with the molten fusion properties of fire honey has given us a salve that could wake a whole mountain. Which is exactly what you'll do. Take the mixture over to our wounded friend in Farnee's pond, and slap it on his hide. It should be enough to wake him up and alleviate any soreness. Hopefully, anyways.
Returning to task. Goodbye. Communication in...
Well, would you look at that?
Sorry.
Thousands
Hello.
of years slumbering at the base of a waterfall and he wakes up without even a roar or a foot stomp. Ha! And Farnee was worried. You did great with making that salve, QuiLliXs. Both Farnee and I owe you a big thanks. Our new friend looks thankful too.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Didn't see you standing there.
Join us on Dalaran, they said. It will be great, they said. Good thing I can swim. Tubes almost drowned me trying to carry him to safe land. He latched himself to my back. Just dig through the water. Oh well, we lived. I feel bad for everyone who is stranded here now, but the least we can do is make the best of it.
Alright, see you later.
Our merchant friend told us about some small islands off the northeast coast called the Three Shields. Apparently, there was a lot of Titan activity there long ago. To me, the activity sounded like Titan research and development. Exciting stuff. Tuberos and I are going there to check it out. Daressa, my new Algary expedition trainee, is coming along to see true professionals at work. Care to join us?
Bye!
Take a look around this beautiful town. What do you see? Ranchers and their moss wolves. But where is this rancher's flock? In the guts of a beast, they are. Stormscar they call I'm. Stormscar, whose howl is as the thunder. Whose bite is lightning. Whose belly is full of my life's work. I came here to buy weapons and all we have is ranching equipment. You look strong. Would you put an end to Stormscar's reign in our pastures?
May your choices return you here.
How are you?
The kind people of this town have given us sanctuary here. The least we could do is protect them from the dangers we brought with us.
Safe travels.
We are no strangers to Nerubian attacks. The Kirin Tor is well equipped to handle such a threat. Dalaran was equipped. I cannot fend all of this town's foes, but you might be able to. I spotted an ambush near the road on the way here. An all too familiar tactic of an all too familiar foe. Go spring the trap and slay the monster that lurks below.
Have a good one. See you later.
I confess I have come here with reason. There is one entity that may be out there still that cannot be allowed its freedom. A prisoner from the Violet Hold that we begrudgingly know as the Mage Slayer. I had come to request aid from these people, but they are farmers and ranchers. I hope you are better equipped for a challenge. Seek out this fiend and put an end to its existence.
See you around.
If I don't have it, I'd love to learn to make it. What path brought you here?
Well, hey. It's you again, QuiLliXs. Shame I don't have any elementals for you to get in shape. But I do have another favor to ask you, if you're up for it. A friend of mine, Alberig, lives out at Three Shields. He studies the wild cloud rooks there, and he and I talk about them from time to time. But I haven't heard from him in a long time. Would you check on him for me?
Journey far and safe.
something? See you later.
Thank goodness. With your aid, we may be able to make a difference, this time. These people deserve safety.
See you around.
Dalaran may be in ruins, but the Kirin Tor does not grant you release Mage Slayer. Thank you for your assistance, QuiLliXs. Are you sure you defeated all of it?
Have a good one.
A new experience.
Thank you, adventurer. My role in this world is to be a rancher. Yours is to slay wolves. We all have our places.
Follow no directives. I hope you find something that delights you. State your business.
Harmit sent you to check on me? Huh. Well, I didn't know that sack of charcoal cared. But he does have an innate sense of when elementals are in turmoil. Maybe he knew something was brewing out here. Harmit's timing is good, Outlander. And your aid would be most welcome.
Honor the Titans.
You see that flock in the distance? Wild cloud rooks. They've lived on these islands peacefully for ages. But recent events have stirred other elementals from the earth and sea. One of the cloud rooks was attacked, and it was disincorporated. Now the flock circles endlessly. Surely they will tire soon. If they get too tired. Perhaps if we cleared the hostile elementals from this island, they will return and take their rest.
Fly high, strike true. What do you want?
Many thanks for your help, Outlander. Though the Cloud Rooks do not seem any more inclined to return to land. If this is some kind of mourning, I worry it could drive the Rooks to exhaustion and their own disincorporation. We must try something else.
May the path you forge.
The Cloud Rooks cannot possibly circle forever, and I cannot bear more of them being lost. But maybe they'd roost if we tempted them with their favorite food? The eels that swim in these waters carry a small electrical charge not unlike the moss wool favored by their faster, stronger cousins the storm rooks. I once reasoned that Cloud Rooks might enjoy the eels for similar reasons. And I confess, I've been feeding them the eels ever since. Gather some up and give it a go.
Honor the Titans, but don't wait up.
The eels may not pack quite the punch of Rambleshire moss wool, but the cloud rooks seem to prefer it that way.
Fly high, strike true.
These should do. Hope you didn't get any nasty shocks gathering them up. We can restore some energy to the cloud rooks and show them that it's safe to land.
May the path you forge be your own.
Now that we have the eels, we can try to lure the cloud rooks back to land. Head over to the neighboring island. Get as close as you can and make an offering to the rooks. With luck, they'll cease their circling and come down for a nourishing meal.
Honor the Titans, but don't wait up for them. State your business.
Now I understand. This is how the rooks bring their own over from the elemental plane. They weren't mourning so much as calling out to their departed kin. Thank you for your help, Outlander. You've helped me better understand these beautiful creatures.
May the path you forge be your own.
Oh, yes.
All right,
Hello.
I'm fine.
Hello.
It's just a scratch. But it took the three of us to bring down one little Gorlock, so it's good you decided to join us.
But I have so much science to tell you about.
Oh, nice smelling you.
This island is dangerous, but I can smell the shinies. Boss calls them Titan artifacts. But they fetch a high price, so I still call them shinies. Not the only smell around here. It stinks of those Gorlocks. They smell wet, humid, and a bit like dead fish. But like the boss says, we're here to find shinies, Titan artifacts, and we gotta do what we gotta do.
Oh, smell you again soon.
As ya know, we are here to collect some Titan shinies, artifacts, whatever. And Ranan thinks the more shinies you know what I mean, the better chance we have figuring out something about the Titans. That'll make Ranan happy, but it'll also ensure I have some extras to take to my store back home. My wife, Perry Simona, is waiting for em back in Loam. I can't go back empty-handed.
Ooh, happy scent trails.
Fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
Just so you know, my expedition this time is officially sanctioned. I got my own expedition. Can you believe it? I guess my rogue spelunking in Zaralik Cavern was a risk worth taking. I got promoted, and I met the new dragon aspect. Okay, crashing was a setback, and yes, all my gadgets are at the bottom of the ocean and the GOLIATHUS are probably going to find them. But think how many discoveries in this Titan test site playground are just waiting to be dug out by professionals like us.
Alright, see you later.
Daressa has done some reconnaissance for us and found the GOLIATHUS are digging up artifacts and cuddling with them. I think it means that the artifacts emit heat. Maybe that means some artifacts are still functioning. Imagine the Titans created technology to shape worlds, and now a fish uses it to warm their fins. Ha! The GOLIATHUS won't give them up, and I don't want to be a Ranan kebab either. I hate to ask because they just want to be warm, but could you do something about them?
But I have so much science to tell you about.
You need a guide? Be safe now. Ooh, happy scent trails.
This one smells very acidic.
Smell you again soon. No? Oh, hey, boss.
This one smells very acidic and it's broken. I can take it to the store. Ranan would like to see that one. Oh yeah, these are great. Thank you for bringing them to me.
Be safe now.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. Bye.
Wonderful. Now we can focus our attention on what really matters, the artifacts. I wonder what we will discover.
All right. See you later.
We will persevere.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. Delegate the hard stuff to someone else, take the artifacts, catalog them, and then, profit.
Salama ALIENWARE.
While these two were ordering you around, I thought I would do something useful and make sure the GOLIATHUS were not going to surprise us here on the beach. None of them seemed interested in us, but then I saw one huge GOLIATHUS. It killed off some smaller gorloks then took off. It had something glowing in its claw though. It had to be an artifact. And it looked like it was working. We've got to get it back. By we I mean you. Larger than average gorloks are above my dragon scale pay grade.
The reckoning is at hand. Our enemies will fall. We will have justice.
Were you able to get the artifact?
Remember the sun well.
I can hear it humming from here. Ow. It irritates my ears. Let's see if our two professionals, Renan and Tuberose, know what this artifact is.
Be ready for anything.
Oh, didn't see you standing there.
You found a buzz orb. That's what the Niffin call it. I just kind of went with it. It's still in a good condition. Still buzzing, humming, and warm to the touch. I haven't seen one since we were in Zaralik Cavern. QuiLliXs, you should see if we can get it to work. I will stand back here, just in case it is, not friendly. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Bye! Fine day for some tinkering, don't you think?
Alpha site? Defense grid? I don't like the sound of that. We should get going. I don't want to be here if its friends come back with it. That's not a reunion party I want to be a part of. Hopefully it won't hone in on their ESA. Nah, probably not. Anyway, we should get going. Like now. Catch you later, QuiLliXs. Thanks for your, help. I guess?
But I have so much science to tell you about.